Hello, this is Joe from Two Blokes from Blighty, and before we get into today's episode, we have a special message from our friend and yours, Christopher Walken. Take it away, Christopher.
Joey, Fitz, Gerald, and Wembem Bo. This is Christopher Walken, and I heard you wanted me to promote talking smack.
God, he's so into it.
But you guys do a fabulous job talking about Josh and Alex. So I'm here to tell you, you got it all wrong. You got the wrong tone. You got to promote yourselves.
Aww.
Otherwise, I'll stab you in the face.
Oh my God.
With a soldering iron.
Jesus.
Now I got a fever, and the only prescription is more blokes from Blighty.
What a message.
I'm motivated from fear.
I'm motivated through suspense and arousal.
Understandable.
There you go. Tim, let's go to the episode.
Go to the episode. You can't remember how you looked when you met me. I tell the story, but you interrupt to disagree. I was sad, and you knew it, and we knew the rules. This is Tim from Two Blokes from Blighty, and I'm joined by my brother, Joey Fitz.
Hello, Tim. What was that?
That is Adult Leisure's new single, The Rules.
Never listened to Adult Leisure.
They are the front man is a friend of mine from work.
Oh, there you go. Oh, no, they're the one that we promoted on the pod, right?
We promoted Kiss Me Like You Miss Her, but this is their new single, The Rules, and it's really good.
Kiss me like you miss me.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Mwah. Audience,
Adult
get kissing
Leisure.
your speakers.
Get
More
kissing.
tongue the better.
Tim, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm tired and I'm sunburned.
Oh.
But I'm sure we'll get into that in just a minute. But we do have a regular section. We do have a little bit of structure to this podcast we need to uphold, otherwise the audience will die.
Pub quiz question of the week. That's not a jingle, that's a sound effect at best.
What we have there is a fucking jingle.
Pub quiz of the week. As is the case every week, I'm going to go through several pub quiz questions until Joey doesn't get one immediately. That becomes our pub quiz question of the week. Sound good?
Sounds gravy, baby.
Good. We're going to sports again.
Oh, God.
Joey, what's the only country to play in every single World Cup?
Brazil?
Brazil is correct. Who holds the record for the most Olympic gold medals?
China.
No, who is in the person?
Oh, who? Oh, it's the swimmer man. What's his name? Phelps?
I'm going to need a first name.
Michael?
It is Michael Phelps. You're good. What colour jersey does the Tour de France leader wear?
Gold?
I'll count it. Yeah, yellows. What sport uses a shuttlecock?
Badminton?
What's the national sport of Japan?
Baseball?
No.
Football?
No, we got one more and then we're going to go to the end.
National sport of Japan. Should I know this?
It's a pretty obvious answer. He's thinking, folks. He's doing thoughts.
I've got something on the tip of my tongue.
What are you thinking?
Is it karate?
It's not karate.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
to
fine.
say?
The martial art originates from Japan. That's fine.
Okay,
But it's not.
Can we take out all the bits where I'm apprehensive as to whether it's okay to say or not?
Yeah, I can try and do that.
We can do that. We'll work that out. Da Vinci will help us, Tim, because you're going to learn Da Vinci.
I'm going to certainly try, if not next week.
No, we're going to show you today.
Oh, what?
After the recording. It's not so.
This
I made
podcast
that
is
sound
not
like
a
it was something.
tutorial.
Made that sound like it was something you should look forward to in the episode. We're not going to show Tim today because it would be incredibly boring.
Yeah.
But this episode will be edited in Da Vinci rather than in our podcast recording software's AI server thing.
Ooh.
Ooh. Tim, Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Today. And it's the 17th of August.
Yes.
At time of recording. Look in the bottom right of your computer screen.
I see it.
What does it say?
10 minutes past 8 at the 17th of August 2025.
What? This episode comes out on the 20th. And that's our normal day of the week, but I can't for the life of me remember what it is.
Well, what days do we know? Like, what days of the week do we know offhand?
Let's think about it in terms of the Happy Days theme song.
Sunday, Monday, Happy Days.
Those are happy days, apart from Monday.
Aside from Monday. Tuesday, something that'll come to me later, Happy Days.
Those are happy days if we can remember what the second one is.
It might be a Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Happy Days.
Friday, happy days.
We love a Friday. And then Saturday, so it has to be that one that we're missing.
Wednesday, Tim.
Oh,
Wednesday.
of course.
Oh,
Yep,
of course.
Wednesday. Yep.
Tim and Joey talking loud. Holidays that make them proud. Calendar check every week. Which day holds the peak? Valentine's is on a pivot. Christmas Eve sometimes hits it. New Year's Eve can be found smiling on a Wednesday round. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Time to shake the mood. Celebrate whatever's there. Make the middle week a fair.
There you go, Tim. It is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
I love that stupid bit where we forget what day it is Wednesday every week. Because it started out as a joke because I genuinely couldn't find the button on our old soundboard for the Wednesday jingle.
Now it's just transcended seasons.
Although for the visual listeners, when I was doing the Wednesday jingle, I did a little headbang and I saw my hair in the microphone, in the camera. And I saw something in my hair and I went to take it out, only to realise that it was just grey.
Oh.
Just old. I'm just old, Tim. I've got so many grey hairs.
I get greys in my beard more than anything.
Yeah, I've got them in my beard.
Right here,
I've got them in my
especially.
hair. I get them down the sides, but I'm so overdue a haircut, Tim. I should have no hair on the back and sides of my head. And look at it; it's redonkulous.
I like it. But then again, I'm a long hair kind of guy.
It's bad. It's redonkulous. Tim, we've got a couple of days for you.
Yeah.
Some good. One that I think will win.
Okay.
Start off with National Radio Day.
Okay, yeah.
So radio as a format,
Mm-hmm.
do you like it? Do you listen to the radio?
Occasionally, yeah. Like on my early morning drives to work, because I get to my office pretty early every day. I'm in the office. I will more often than not listen to the radio, at least in the morning. Like,
really? I just listen to pods.
I listen to pods on the way back because I'm not to say that I'm like tired on the road or anything, but I feel like in the afternoon I can focus on the conversation a bit more because I've been awake throughout the day.
Oh, fair enough. I always have a pod. I don't really ever listen to the radio unless it's Talk Sport, and I feel a bit dirty when I do that. So, but
Why do we hate Talk Sport?
Why do we hate Talk Sport?
Yeah.
Well, they're all a bit Brexit.
Oh, yeah.
But there's two guys on there who do the drive time, Andy Goldstein and Darren Bent, who I quite like. Good radio presenters, not as Brexit as the others.
Okay.
But yeah, they don't have a great reputation. Did I just hear a seagull, Tim?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, seagull.
I hate them. Hashtag call the goal.
Do you know, I actually don't mind a seagull as long as it's far away.
No, not a fan. They are the worst bird, rats with wings.
Okay.
And I like rats.
Tim, National Chocolate Pecan Pie Day. No? I thought that would be a good one for you.
I don't like pecan pie that much. I don't like pecans.
But it's chocolate.
Well, I'll just suck off the chocolate then.
Do you want that clippable?
It's fine. It's fine.
Tim, say again. You'll suck it off.
I'll just suck the chocolate off. It's like Maltesers.
You just go wah, wah, wah.
Yep, that's how I eat Maltesers.
Good. National Accessible Air Travel Day.
Sure, yeah.
Feel that's important?
I don't know much about it. I'll be upfront. Other than like wheelchair access being a thing, unless it's like a case of affordable air travel.
So it's to promote the Air Carriers Access Act, which provides all passengers with disability assistance with wheelchairs, boarding and deplaning. Sounds aggressive. Connecting flights, personal belongings, assistance with service animals, interpreters, and technology to communicate.
Yeah, that's important.
It's good, right?
Yeah, I can get behind that one.
But
what are we
is
going to
it
smite it down with?
But is it as good as National Bacon Lovers Day?
Oh, I had a lovely bacon sandwich yesterday.
Did you?
Ooh,
I mean, those are the only ones, so...
Sorry, wheelchair users, it's going to be bacon day.
Sorry, we're going to love that bacon.
Yeah,
Tim,
maybe next year.
tell me about your ideal bacon sandwich.
I like crispy bacon. Big fan of that.
So, is that like American bacon?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also very partial to American-style bacon.
Mhm.
So for our American listeners, your bacon is streaky bacon.
Yep.
The fatty kind that goes all hard when it's cooked a lot, which is the best
Good.
kind.
Gives it a good bit of crisp, nice bit of crunch.
Our bacon is just a bit more meaty and a little bit more chewy.
Which I still like. I just prefer American bacon. But
Yeah.
that in a fried egg sandwich, and the fried egg runny as fuck. The runnier the better.
White or brown bread?
Dealer's choice. I can go with either.
Okay, any sauce?
Brown normally.
Brown.
Bit of brown.
Good.
What about you?
Good choice. So I would go basically the same. Take or leave the fried egg. Like, it's a nice thing to have, but I wouldn't go out of my way for it. But my criteria, mine and my wife's criteria for a bacon sandwich, we won't eat it unless the fat is crispy. You can't have chewy fat.
No, it ruins the sandwich.
It does ruin the sandwich. So, Tim, I can guess, but how do you want people to celebrate National Bacon Lovers Day?
Go get a bacon sandwich, unless you're vegetarian, in which case, go get a bacon sandwich.
Do you know, corn bacon isn't terrible.
I'm going to disagree.
It's not terrible.
I
think if you cook it in the pan after what you're cooking for breakfast, so you have a fried egg, if you cook it in the same pan, it tastes good.
I disagree, and this is coming from someone who is vegetarian for 19 years.
Okay.
Corn bacon has the same texture and consistency as an inner sole.
When did you last have it?
Pass. Pre-moving back from America.
They changed it a lot in the last few years. It's really good now.
Okay, well, that was my frame of reference, was corn.
Corn. So go and have a corn bacon sandwich for Bacon Lovers Day. So, Tim, my idea is people should get a bacon sandwich,
Yep.
make it how they like it. So they've got the bacon bit. Lovers, fuck the sandwich.
I think it'd be like, give it to someone else so they can be like, this is how I like a bacon sandwich, and you open some eyes. But no, you're talking about opening baps.
Yeah, bap, 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 bap.
Bap.
Listen to BAP, by the way. That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. Do that for bacon.
Maybe let's not connect Bacon Lovers Day and BAP for the reason that we're saying here. Let's listen to BAP because it's excellent on its own merit. Nothing to do with fucking bacon.
Enjoy your bacon bap, everyone.
Tim, where do you want to go next? Do you want to hear a story?
A story? Yeah, I love a story.
So, cast your mind back, Tim,
Oh.
to last Sunday when we recorded.
Is this weird history?
No. It's sort of. Cast your mind back.
Yes.
Okay? Is your mind casted back?
It's gone back.
Good. I told you a story about drawing monster trucks.
Oh, yes, with the notebook with Tony and Georgina.
Correct. Today, I went to National Monster Truck Championship with my son,
Yep.
where we met Tony and Georgina. And upon meeting them, Jack gave them 2 pictures. And Tony went, "Wow, this is brilliant. Would you like to be in the vlog?" And I went, "Yep." So when that comes out, I'll share it with you, Tim. You can decide whether to share it with the wider Discord and elsewhere. But there is quite a close up of me and Jack looks absolutely bewildered while I'm there going, "Wave at the camera," because it's a picture I've drawn that he's coloured over the top of.
There's something really funny to me about just in a story, just a pause and a yep.
And he went, "Do you want to be in the vlog?" And I went, looking at him, thinking he'd go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And we went, "Yep." And get your phone out, Georgina. And she just like put it right in our face. And they went, "Oh, do you want to be in the vlog?" And when I said, "Yeah," I went, it's on in our house 24/7 because he loves it anyway. And Georgina, who is one of the stars of said vlog, said, "Oh, I'm really sorry about that."
I'm sure it's great, Georgina.
I understand these are self-deprecation humour in Two Blokes and Blighty and Game Club Pod, but it's not what I wanted to hear. maybe that's how other people feel.
I'm sorry for the thing you're about to be in.
Yeah, but that happened. But the thing was really good. It was good.
More than one monster truck this time?
10.
10? Bloody hell.
10. So let me list them off for you.
I'm listening. There's obviously Swamp Thing.
There was 2 that you could ride on.
Ah.
So they are normal monstrous, but they have 10 seats in the back.
Okay.
And they were called, so I know all the names, they were called Red Dragon and Ice Phoenix.
Ice Phoenix is pretty cool.
Pretty cool names. Right, so the rest of them were competing for the championship.
What is the rules of the contest?
So there's 2 competitions that they do on one day, and one is a race.
Okay.
Where they have to go over a ramp with 4 cars, and then so they go up the ramp, drive over the 4 cars.
Sure.
The other one is another 4 cars, but there's no ramp. So they go up the ramp easily and drive over the cars for the first one. The second one, they hit the ramp and they basically jump onto the top of them. And then they have to spin and then go back the other end. And when they're back the other end, they win.
Okay.
Or that's how they finish.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's one competition, and they do that by knockout. And then the other one is a freestyle event, which is judged. I don't even know how.
With rap.
But there was sorry.
With rap.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Freestyle rap.
They have the obstacles they had today were more cars to crush.
Sure.
A van to jump over. A bus to jump over. Single decker.
Still good.
A caravan to drive through and a ramp on its own, and an area where they could do donuts.
Oh. And
then they basically structure it how they want to there.
Yeah.
Now that I'm not sure how they score, but at the end of each one they go, judge number 1, and they go, he got a 7.
Oh, it's a bit like Strictly.
It's a lot like Strictly, except for it means so little at the start of it. So there's a grandstand one side, which you pay £12 a seat extra for, and then the poor people's side, which is a big hill,
Povo Hill,
which we were sat on, Povo Hill, and they go, the guy at the start goes, now, who wants to be a judge? And they go, one from the grandstand, they go, well, I'll be a judge. And they get a little scorecard, and one from Povo Hill, they go, well, I'll be a judge. So it means that almost a half of the judging panel is made up of
randoms.
Just people who said we. So the other ones competing were Swamp Thing, Game Over, Blaster, Lambo, Grim Reaper,
I believe in you. There's 6 so far out of the remaining 8?
Podzilla.
Podzilla's a great one.
Podzilla, because it was at Santa Pod Raceway, and Podzilla lives at Santa Pod Raceway. I said Game Over already, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
I know one more, but it's my favourite, so I want to leave it till last. Can't remember for the life of me. But the last one is called Big Pete.
Big Pete.
Big Pete.
Big fan.
And Big Pete is the biggest monster truck in the world.
Really? I'm going to look him up real quick.
He looks like the front of a lorry, basically.
Big Pete.
But it's pretty cool.
Monster truck. It's one of the first Google searches.
No, I mean, you're searching Big Pete.
God, that thing is massive.
Yeah, put it on the screen.
Oh my god, hang on. It's going to be a...
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hang on. Over here.
If we talk, Tim, it means you don't have to cut any of this out. It makes the edit
It's
much easier.
all vamping.
Did you mean to say vamping when you said that?
Yeah, I think...
The fuck does vamping
We just
mean?
like kind of buying time.
Vaping.
Not vaping. There you go. Big Pete. Look how big.
Yeah, that's Big Pete.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I'm really annoyed that I can't remember the last one.
Doesn't matter.
Really annoyed. It does matter. It matters greatly. It'll come back to me.
John Monster Truck.
Dave the Monster.
Right, Dave the Monster.
Lambo won the race section.
Makes sense for named after Lamborghini.
Actually, Lambo, have a look. It's really cool.
Lambo.
Lambo has the body of a Lamborghini Countach.
Monster Truck.
Monster
Oh my god,
truck.
that thing is insane.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you see it in red or black?
Red.
Red, okay. It looks like they've painted it black before, and they've also painted it the colour of the American flag before.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They're cool.
So, but Jack had enough by the time we got halfway through the freestyle, so we didn't see who won.
Yeah.
Breaker. Did I say Breaker?
You did not say Breaker.
Breaker was the last one.
Good work.
Because that's the one we left halfway through. Yeah, fuck him.
Fucking.
But yeah, it was good. I would go again.
Yeah.
The sun didn't help, Tim. So for our visual listeners, my nose isn't always this red. I applied sunscreen, what I thought to be quite generously, and I have an area on my arm, which I don't know if you can see. Can you see my tan line because of that?
Oh, yeah, no, look at it. Like, right there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
That's just tan, but it's quite burnt here and here.
I've only ever been sunburnt once. Didn't like it.
I think I get sunburnt 3 times a year.
Twice in
It's
winter.
bad. Like, it's really bad. I should put more sun cream on, but I just shed like a snake afterwards and I look glorious.
It's beautiful.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Tim, so that was Monster Truck Nationals. It was good.
Good.
It was good.
No
Look out for us.
offensive wrestlers this time.
There was wrestling. I didn't go. Didn't see it.
No.
No, deeply offensive wrestling slurs directed at children.
No.
No, I'm afraid not. Tim, anything you want to bring?
I got a weird history. We mentioned about staying in Australia.
Fucking right. Let's do it. Did you watch the edit of last episode?
No.
I included a mate counter.
Oh, did
Every
you?
time I said mate, it ticked up. Sorry about that, guy. Warren Obed.
It sounded like a toilet flushing.
It's not. It's someone with a loud motor and a tiny penis.
No.
Anyway, here you go. Come on, history.
History. We're back in Australia, Joey.
Mate.
Get the mate counter back out. Reg Spears
That's 2, mate.
was born in Adelaide, Australia. He grew up to be over 2 meters tall, was strongly built, handsome, blonde hair, rugged looks. He became one of
Why are you describing yourself?
I thought I'd set the scene for the audio listeners.
I am telling this story. 2 meters tall, ruggedly handsome.
But he became one of Australia's leading javelin throwers as a teenager, placing third in the 1961 Australian Track and Field Championships and second in 1962. Pretty good.
Okay.
His performance qualified him for the 1962 Commonwealth Games in Perth, where he came fifth with a throw of 69.7 metres, but his subsequent performances were not enough to take him to the 1964 Australian team.
Oh, man.
Bit unfortunate. At age 22, Spears travelled to England hoping to improve and qualify for the Olympics during the English summer, because obviously their seasons are flipped in comparison to ours, so better time to train.
Sorry, what summer did you say?
64.
Was it his brat summer?
It was his brat summer, going into Warlock Fall. So he was in England training, hoping to improve and to get onto the Australian Olympics team. But he was staying with British javelin thrower John Murley. When it became clear that he wouldn't make the Tokyo Olympic Games, he was broke, having spent all of his money. He landed a job at Heathrow Airport cargo to earn money for his return flight, but the wallet containing all of his savings was stolen.
I like to think that he was working in the baggage carousel, but just fucking launching them
Just
rather than
hucking
moving.
them. So, like every other baggage handler.
Basically, yeah.
During the return, during the return, desperate to return home to Adelaide for his daughter Joanne's first birthday, and also being worried about who his wife was sleeping with, Reg conceived a plan in.
Sorry, how did he know that she was sleeping? With
No,
someone?
all suspicion.
Reg sounds like a knob.
We'll get there.
Okay, cool.
Reg conceived a plan in October 1964 with Merle to mail himself home.
Okay, I think I might know this story.
You might know one part of it. There's three key sections to this story.
So, sorry, what year did you say this
64.
was? Okay, cool.
His cargo job gave him an inside look at how cargo was handled, the maximum crate size, what could be shipped without attracting customs attention, etc. And Merle, who was skilled in wood workshop, built a special crate for him measuring 5 feet by 3 feet by 2.5 feet. So, not very big.
Snug.
It allowed Reg to sit up straight or lie on his back with bent knees. Okay. The crate had thin gaps of ventilation, internal latches allowing Reg to open it from either end in case it became top-ended, which is smart planning.
Clever, yeah.
And rubber hoops to hold him steady as he was loaded and unloaded from planes. To avoid suspicion, they wrote the words "fragile" and "this way up" on the box, and also the words "not a person."
Nothing sexual.
No. It was instead labelled as plastic emulsion from a fake British chemical company addressed to a Supreme shoe company in Perth. Okay. So,
Mate.
although shipping heavy cargo cost £100 less than a passenger seat,
Yeah.
Reg planned to send himself as cash on delivery. So what you could do back then is you could send the cargo and have the recipient pay upon arrival. So because he didn't have any money, the plan was to send him to a fake company and have them pay for the package.
Oh, I thought it was going to be his wife, and he'd pop out and go, "Who you fucking? Also, you owe us
Happy
$400."
birthday, daughter. So they listed a Mr. Graham as the recipient, and the scheme was intended for no one to collect the money, making the trip free. Reg booked himself as a package on India Airlines going to Perth via Paris, Bombay, and Singapore, a journey that would take about 35 hours due to Boeing 707's limited range. He learned that cargo holds were pressurized and heated, reassuring him about being able to breathe rather, and not freezing to death.
Okay.
Sure. So,
sounds like that's an important detail that might not pan out how he imagines.
Reg prepared for the journey by not eating for a week in order to slow his bodily functions. Because where are you going to shit?
Yeah, but I would be sat in loading that plane and going, "This box of emulsion has an extremely rumbly tummy."
He was packed with the essentials: a towel, a flashlight, some juice, a bottle to piss in, which was identical to the bottle of juice, and 2 tins of spaghetti, a spoon and an opener, some biscuits, chocolate, fruit gums, his passport, clothes including his Australian team tracksuit and a suit, and some beef-eater table mats that he promised to bring back for his mum.
When you said an identical bottle to his juice bottle,
Yeah,
I feel like there's foreshadowing there.
there might be. We'll see.
Okay.
On the afternoon of October 17th, 1964, 20-year-old Reg tied his bag to the inside of the box and got in, saying that he wasn't frightened. Merle and another friend checked him into the freight check-in at Heathrow, but the flight was delayed until the next morning due to fog.
Adding
24
how
hours.
long? A whole day.
All day.
So we've gone from 35 hours
To 59. Reg was forklift into a warehouse and placed atop a pile of crates 3 to 4 meters high, where he spent a very frightful night, panicking at one point that the warehouse was on fire, only to realize it was fog.
I very much hope that these 2 tins of beans will last him for 60 hours.
The next morning, he was loaded on a plane to Paris, where he got out to stretch and eat some spaghetti, but he quickly had to re-enter the box as the plane descended, leaving his urine bottle behind.
Oh dear.
French baggage handlers thought it was a prank played by someone on the London team, not connecting it to the crate.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
So he now doesn't have a bottle to piss in. But on the flight from Paris to Bombay, Reg ate chocolate, finished his first tin of spaghetti, and exercised by running up and down the cargo hold and doing push-ups. Needing to pee again, he used the second spaghetti can, securing it with his mother's table mats. However, arriving in Bombay, Indian baggage handlers upended his crate, placing him on the tarmac in the midday sun and covering him in his own piss and spaghetti juice.
Sounds like a bad autobiography.
The box quickly turned into a sauna, forcing Reg to strip off in his sweat-piss-drenched clothes, and after 2 hours, he was close to dehydration and contemplated tearing his way out. Relief came when his box finally was moved onto the aircraft. Between Bombay and Singapore, the flight experienced heavy turbulence, causing bags and boxes to fly around the cabin hold.
Okay.
Landing in Singapore, Reg was exhausted, irritated, dirty. His juice and spaghetti supplies were completely depreciated. He fell asleep with his legs poking out the box, longing to escape this self-inflicted nightmare. When the plane landed in Perth, after 63 hours and 21,000 kilometres, Reg found that Australian accents sounded like heaven. He was unloaded into the freight shed, and as soon as he heard the door shut and lock, he got out the box, and inside the shed, he managed to find a carton of beer and slammed one.
Very Australian.
Very Australian. Nice. He then used some tools that he found to cut his way out the shed, carefully replacing the lock to avoid suspicion. Dressed in a suit, he snuck along warehouses, blended in with a disembarking set of passengers at the airport terminal, cleared immigration with his passport like a normal traveller. He then thumbed a ride into town, leaving behind an unpaid cash-on-delivery cargo bill of £1,000. From Perth, he hitchhiked across the Nullarbor Plain, eventually meeting a priest who helped him get a train ride to Adelaide, making it back in time for his daughter's birthday, and his wife not having an affair.
Wow, imagine trusting your wife.
Who knew?
Also, I love the immigration bit where it's like, should we let him in, mate? Yeah, he only smells a bit of piss and spaghetti juice.
I imagine him like blending in with the other passengers, being like, guys, that flight was crazy. In England, John Murley was desperately worried, as Reg had forgotten to call him to say that he'd made it.
Oh, no.
Murley ended up telling a journalist friend, and the story was picked up by the media worldwide, making Reg a sensation in Australia.
Okay.
People admired his pluck, spirit, and self-control, and job offers came rolling in. An Australian politician sent him £5 as a reward for his Aussie grit and determination.
What a weird thing to do.
Yeah, also job offers, why?
Have a fiver. Well done. You snuck into our country.
Air India sent Reg the bill for the package, but as he was now a national hero, the Australian public was so upset that the airline eventually waived the shipping fee following backlash.
When he became an Australian hero, did they include the piss and spaghetti bit?
Maybe. We're going to put a little pin in Reg's story there. In 1965, homesick teenager Brian Robson in Australia had read Reg's story and decided to mail himself from Melbourne back to London.
Fucking hell. All the planes are empty, but the cargo is just full of people in boxes covered in piss and spaghetti.
His box was smaller than Reg's and contained a large suitcase, 2 pillows, and his 3 British friends nailed it shut. During the journey, he was often forced to stand on his head, repeatedly passing out, at one point sitting upside down on the tarmac for 22 consecutive hours.
Imagine thinking that nailing yourself in a box is a bad idea.
The flight he was on got redirected, leading him to spend 92 hours in the box.
Fucking deserves what he got.
He was in Los Angeles when a baggage handler spotted the light from his torch and heard knocking. Discovering him after 96 hours in the box, had he not been found, the plane that he was due to go on was meant to go over the Arctic Circle, and because that plane wasn't heated or pressured, he would have frozen to death.
Fucking moron.
Robson was in horrific pain and had trouble breathing. He continually passed out and only had a pint of water and a few biscuits, most of which were spilled during turbulence.
He could just cover himself in piss and spaghetti juice and he'd be fine.
Robson was arrested and taken to the prison ward of LA County General Hospital and later appeared in court from a wheelchair with visible bruised arms and legs because the crate was not marked as fragile.
Oh my god.
He was deported from the US and flown the rest of the way to London with an airline official returning his shoes that he had left in the crate. Unlike Reg, Robson...
Hold on. Whoa. They took him back to London.
Yeah.
So he got what he fucking wanted.
Yeah.
This moron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Robson was not hailed as a hero in Australia, and a Liberal MP called him useless and wanted him prosecuted.
Yes, I agree.
After the box trip, we're coming back to Reg. Reg and his wife Marion remained happily married for several years. They had a second child, and he returned to compete in athletics, winning the National Javelin Championship in 1966 and 67, as well as 76 and 77, with his record best throw of 74.45 metres. But by 1980, they had divorced.
Because she was cheating on him the whole time.
No, he was actually cheating on her.
Oh, okay, well, I understand why he was so distrusting.
Living with his new girlfriend Annie, they struggled for money, but Reg being an
Hold
idea man...
on. Does Reg fuck Brian?
No.
Oh, well,
Reg and
I don't
Brian
wanna
never
hear the
meet.
rest. Oh. Do we come back to Brian?
No. That's the end of Brian's story.
Oh, so Brian's just hailed as a moron.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So, struggling for money and Reg being an idea man, he devised a plan to smuggle hashish from India into Australia using a boombox trick on a British Airways flight.
Okay.
The plan involved multiple couples rotating legs of the journeys, leaving a boombox full of hash in the overhead compartment for the next couple in the plan to come along and pick up the seats. The drug relay went on for many months until one of the girls involved was discovered by her suspicious boyfriend, thinking that she was having an affair with Reg, read her diary and instead saw lots of plans about drug smuggling.
Dear diary, today I moved 18 pounds of hashish.
He reported to the police, and in 1981, the ring members were all charged for importing 40 kilos of hash worth 1.2 million Australian dollars, not 1.2 Australian dollars.
Can you imagine? You've done all this for $1.60.
They were all given bail.
Okay.
Reg and Anne and one of the members decided to flee rather than going to prison. Reg came up with a plan to get fake passports acting as referees for each other under their new names, Bruce Pennington and Sonia Priestley.
Okay.
They escaped the country while before their trial, flying to Singapore and then Bombay, while others were tried and sentenced to 6 to 14 years. In Bombay, short of money, Reg and Kurt Danson, another ring member, attempted to attach a metal case full of hash to the underside of a ship bound for Australia with the intent of selling that when they came back.
Fucking hell.
The plan failed because the case...
Give up, Reg. Just get a job.
The plan failed because the case was so full of air that it wouldn't submerge.
Okay.
Just buoyant. Reg was finally failed by something he couldn't take on, and that was science. That's a quote in, I think, the book about him or the film about him. There's a film about this guy.
The Bible.
The Bible. They were picked up by a boatload of drunk policemen who thought they were lost tourists.
Oh my god, okay.
And did not ask about the case in hand. However, their hotel manager called the police after they returned wet with a suitcase. Danson was picked up, thought to be an American spy, and confessed to everything, leading the police to 12 kilos of hash in Reg's room. Reg,
Smart.
as Bruce, and Annie, as Sonia, were thrown in separate Bombay prisons. Reg spent 6 months there, organising sporting events, teaching English to inmates, and even starting musical ensembles.
Okay.
He also stood up for weaker inmates and became famous by winning an arm wrestling match against a massive inmate. Reg would act, quote, batshit crazy to freak out other guards or demand special privileges, including strutting down the hallways naked. He tried to...
Yeah, you know, why not?
He tried to escape from prison by hiding in a laundry basket and went on a hunger strike over a lack of medical attention. He was given the nickname Suda by fellow prisoners, often thought to mean either white man or dickhead.
Both can be true.
At this point, I should mention, by the way, Reg at this stage is pretending to be a French person. Important detail.
Okay.
A visitor from the French consulate, believing Reg to be Patrick Albert Claude Lou, found him only speaking English, claiming he had forgotten French due to the torture in prison.
Okay.
Reg was released on bail in 1983 with the money that Anne made selling hash on the streets. While on bail, Reg and Annie continued dealing drugs and using their earnings to flee to Goa in southern India, where they lived pretty comfortably on a beach for 6 months. Their fake passports, though, eventually wound up on the front page of Indian newspapers, so Reg got new fake passports and they went to Africa. In Africa, Reg became a French guy named Patrick Olberg Claude Lou, and Annie was a New Zealander called Annette Joyce Chamberlain. They had travelled from Kenya to South Africa and Zambia. They were kidnapped by an African militia and released because they had no money.
I hope these two get killed.
They then had heard about a business opportunity in Sri Lanka, and by late 1984, Reg and Annie were living in a penthouse suite in Colombo, Sri Lanka. They were trading heroin between Sri Lanka and Amsterdam using the old boombox trick again.
Okay.
And they were caught when another person turned them in. Reg tried to bribe the local police chief to get Annie off the hook, leading to her disappearance. Reg, however, was not so lucky, and he was convicted of attempting to smuggle another 1.49 kilos of heroin, leading him to 2 years in a Sri Lankan prison.
Deserved.
The prison conditions were inhuman, with rats running rampant and untreated diseases everywhere. The guards sold food meant for prisoners, and despite all this, Reg made the most of it, organising cricket games, teaching English, and making more musical ensembles.
Okay, cool.
He would also act batshit crazy again, strutting down the hallway corridors naked to freak out guards and demanding special privileges again.
Right.
In 1987, Reg's trial finally took place for the penalty of drug smuggling in Sri Lanka. And in Sri Lanka, the penalty for drug smuggling was and still is death.
Okay. Sounds like he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Reg was sentenced to death on June 2nd, 1987, but Reg, without anything to lose, appealed his conviction and represented himself.
Okay.
He decided it would be a good idea to exploit the notoriously corrupt Sri Lankan police, getting the court to re-examine the case against him and looking at the evidence. Specifically, he asked them to re-examine the boombox and its contents. Upon opening it, they found the half kilo of heroin was missing.
So, sorry, his defence is that the Sri Lankan police took the drugs he was smuggling.
His defence is that they can't prove the drugs were in the boombox if they're not able to present it in court.
Okay.
So, this actually led to his freedom. He got off for that. And although freed, he was extradited back to Australia, tried and convicted for previous drug crimes, spending a further 3 years in a prison in Adelaide. He was visited by John Murley and his family, and it was the first time they'd seen each other since 1964. Murley and his son later published the book titled Out of the Box, The Highs and Lows of a Champion Smuggler. So that's the book I was referring to earlier. In 1994, Annie turned herself in at the Australian Embassy in Germany and was extradited to Australia, where she received only 6 months in prison due to a psychologist reporting as her infatuation as bordering on obsession with Reg Spears. In 2011, Reg's second daughter, Jane Spears, was jailed for 6 years for the production and sale of methamphetamine.
Okay.
In 2012, Reg Spears and his girlfriend, Caitlin Disney, were arrested on charges of cultivating and trafficking a commercial quantity of cannabis, as well as possession of a revolver. They asked that their bail be lowered so they could travel on their planned holiday.
Okay.
The lawyer had argued that they had already paid for the holiday, so they should get to do it.
Yeah, okay, that's how it works.
The prosecutors did not oppose this.
So it is how it works.
It worked. The magistrate granted their bail, noting that they had not previously failed to attend court when ordered, and they left to go on holiday, and they returned on January 13th at the agreed date, 2013. And the charges were dismissed for a lack of evidence, so they got off from that as well. Reg Spears is now 73 years old, living in Adelaide, and as a result of his actions, all cargo loaded onto planes is now screened. He now goes around giving talks about his time, well, doing shit.
Cool.
Thoughts?
I really liked the bit about him smuggling himself. I thought that was hilarious. I like the bit about the idiot from London as well.
Brian Johnson.
The rest of it did not endear anyone particularly well.
No.
No, everyone came off a bit stupid.
What would you smuggle in a boombox?
Um,
Spaghetti and piss.
piss and spaghetti soaked tracksuits. I would smuggle.
He would fucking reek.
He would. The box would as well.
Yeah.
I would smuggle fresh beets from a boombox
Damn.
because no one would suspect a thing.
No, they're fresh beets. It's what comes out of a
What would
boombox.
you? No, I mean like beetroot.
Oh, I thought you were talking about music.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about beetroot.
Yeah.
What would you smuggle in a boombox?
What would I smuggle in a boombox?
Massive dildos.
Naturally, but also maybe like really niche band CDs and like tapes.
Okay.
That is my
Nice.
collection, and then actually sell them.
Smart. Well, Tim, let's move on swiftly.
That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak. I misread that as that's the joke of the week.
Welcome back to our Joke of the Week section where Tim and I tell each other, frankly, just great jokes.
I thought you were just going to say jokes.
Just fantastic jokes, start to finish. Nothing is funnier than a Joke of the Week joke. Apart from most things, because Tim gets his out of a book that is shit.
And there's trailing spaghetti and piss.
Well, that is funnier. The idea is that we tell each other jokes until one of us just can't help but laugh. And that joke is deemed the Joke of the Week, and that section is over. Tim, would you like to go first
I can go
or
first.
second?
Yeah, I can go first. I had a quiet game of tennis today. It's like regular tennis, but without the racket.
Good. Today was my daughter's 4th birthday, and I didn't recognise her at first. I've never seen her before.
Seen her before. Right. Yeah.
I'm going to tell that to my son next week when it's his birthday. And he's going to look at me like I'm an idiot.
I attempted to combine nitrous oxide, broth, and a bunch of other vegetables, but all it did was make me a laughing stock.
It's okay. It's quite good. There's a fine line between a numerator and a denominator. Only a fraction of people understand it.
Yeah, it's good. Maths joke. Yeah.
Maths joke. Not funny at all, but go on.
My son has suggested that I register for a donor card. He's a man after my own heart.
Okay. My kids put together a PowerPoint presentation explaining why we should go to the water park. It was several slides.
That's good. That's good. That works on many levels.
Yeah.
What's the most terrifying word in nuclear physics?
Boom.
Whoops.
Whoops. Yeah. Okay. That's true and good. A truck loaded with Vicks Vapor Rub overturned on the highway. Amazingly, there was no congestion for 8 hours.
Run that back one more time.
A truck carrying Vicks Vapor Rub overturned on the highway. There was no congestion for 8 hours.
I see. What nationality is Santa?
I don't know. What nationality is Santa?
He's North Polish.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Thought about that like I thought it would be a thinker, but it wasn't. I was having a conversation with my wife. I said, "Have you heard of Murphy's Law?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "What is it?" She said, "If something can go wrong, it will go wrong." And I said, "Have you heard of Cole's Law?" She said, "No, what is it?" And I said, "Thinly sliced cabbage and mayo."
I use that joke quite a lot at work.
Oh, okay.
What do you call a vegetable that's escaped from prison?
What do you call a vegetable that's escaped from
An
prison?
escapee.
Terrible.
No?
No. My wife handed me 2 kayak paddles and asked, which one do you want? And I said, well, I'll take either or.
It's clever. I like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just bought a brand new hearse. I'm dying to get into it.
No. This joke book is not serving you well, Tim.
It's all right today.
My wife screamed, "You haven't listened to a single word I've said, have you?" I was taken aback. What a weird way to start a conversation.
I've had that one before, yeah.
Have I?
Yeah.
No.
I'm always late for work, but I always make up for it by leaving early.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's what I do. What's the difference between ignorance and apathy?
What's that?
I don't know, and I don't care.
It's good. It's good.
I've only got one more, so you better put out something good.
Not that one. Not that one. How satisfied would you say a poker dealer is with his job? How would you describe it?
Don't know.
Ideal.
So bad.
I like that one.
Tim,
Yep.
my cabinet installer got arrested. He was charged with counterfeiting.
It's his job.
This is chill.
It's his job.
I'm going to lose my job.
We're just normal men.
Well, let's not link that normal men thing, which is quite funny, to a paedophile.
How does an attorney sleep?
How does an attorney sleep? I don't know.
He lies on one side and then he lies on the other.
Oh, lawyer's bad. Tim, my next door neighbour said, no, let me get that again. Tim, what did my next door neighbour say to me before he kicked the
Closing the
bucket?
book now.
Look how far I can kick this bucket.
Yeah.
So,
That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak. I misread that as that's the joke of the week.
so Tim, the joke is...
What did my next door neighbour say before he kicked the... Look how far I can kick this bucket. Yep.
That's my go-to when I run out of jokes.
Brilliant.
Tim, do we have has Mr. Littlewood got in touch with you this
No,
week?
he's sleepy this week.
Is he
It's
sleeping?
too hot in the cupboard. I've not
Yes.
opened it for him in a few days.
You might want to check on
No,
him.
like
Has he
I
got
put
water?
a bowl of water that's kind of halfway out.
I don't know if I like.
I've seen that come down like in level.
Might be evaporation.
It could be.
Do you think Dominic Littlewood is just on the floor slopping like a dog?
Maybe.
No. Okay, fair enough. Tim,
We'll
I
have
think
to
there's
give
your
him treats.
episode. There's your episode title: "Schlopping like a dog." Tim, well, in that case, I've got nothing for you.
Nope.
Let's leave it there.
Oh, I should get
Do
our
you
pub
wanna
quiz
do
question.
our pub quiz question, which was
What is the national sport of Japan?
national sport of Japan. I really don't know.
It is
Ice hockey.
it's sumo wrestling.
Oh, so it was a martial art.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, no, I should have got that. That's good. I feel like sumo wrestling would be a fun one to go see.
I might try and go see some in May.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Okay, that's good. Right, Tim. Well, any shout-outs before you get out here?
Usual gang, Dan Squared, lovely guys over at Talking Smack, Podpack Collective, Two Girls, One Reusable Cup, Nostalgic. Oh no, it's Howdy Beans now, isn't it? There's Satsu, Seismic, yep.
Satsu, Robot Battle Toaster.
And who can I shout in the Discord? Let me open up Discord.
Well, also, let's shout out Reboot Deboot and Major Teenage. Great podcast.
Oh, Griffin with, Mage Tunage, yep. That is another good one. I am also going to shout out, because we've not done Discord User of the Week in a while. We're going to shout out
Is this really worth carrying on? Tim, just shout someone out.
Jammy Jazz.
So that's someone called Jamie, who I don't think has ever been in the Discord. So
He's there.
so there you go. He's there. All right, cool. Tim, I'll see you in a week's time.
Bye, take that, you bastards. Bye.
But take that, you bastards.
Bye. Listen to that.
You are?
Listen to that.
Ba, 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 ba.